Let me ask you a question, sir. What do you hate most? Let me guess. It's asparagus. Well, then I have the invention for you. It's the colossal asparagus-destroying Eagle airship.
And we are live, folks. Welcome to the Sit Down Standards Kickstarter Preview. My name's David Bray. I'm joined, as always, by my favorite board gamer, my wife, Alyssa Bray.
Hello.
And today we are taking a look at the 3 to 5 player set collection party card game, Great Scott! The Game of Mad Invention.
You love saying that.
From Sinister Fish Games. In this game, players are going to be competing to create the greatest invention Queen Victoria has ever seen.
Nice.
But before we get there, let's talk about what's included in the game. Take it away, Alyssa.
All right. Well, in the game, you're going to be receiving a deck of cards. In the deck comes 3 different types of cards. You have your concept cards, your asset cards, and commendation cards.
Yeah, so now you've got all of the different types of cards. What players are going to be doing is using those types of cards to create their invention. But there is a trick to it. You have to have a certain type of cards in front of you at the end of
in a certain order.
Yeah, so you have to start off with the primary concept, and then you have to have an asset card, then you have to have a
central concept,
then another asset, and then
your final concept.
Yeah, and so in each one of those, there's different types of cards for each one of those concepts as well as assets. So let's start with the asset cards because these are awesome. So the asset cards, those are going to be broken up into 3 different types.
You have animal, vegetable, and mineral.
Yeah, and so animal has things like crab and eagle and
cougar.
Yeah, lots of different great animals to choose from. Then you have vegetables, which are things like eggplant, avocado, asparagus.
Yeah.
So lots of additional great things to choose. And then finally the minerals are things like diamonds or emeralds or
cobalt.
Yeah, so those are some of the things that you're going to be working with. Then you're going to take those assets and you're going to combine those with the different concepts. Starting with, there's 3 different types of concepts that you're going to be choosing from. There's destructive concepts, things like diabolical or destructive. Then you also have productive types of concept. These are things like astounding and amazing and outstanding. Entertaining. Lots of things that are great.
Right.
And then finally, the third type of concept you're going to be working with are transportive. These are things like engine or deployed.
Or ship.
Yeah, so you're going to take all of these cards and you're going to create some pretty amazing inventions. Because the players...
Never heard of before.
Absolutely. Queen Victoria will be so excited to hear. So what you do is, to play the game, is you all start out with a hand of cards. There's a couple different cards that you're going to get from each one of those piles. And you're going to choose a card that you want from that hand, place it in front of you. Everyone will reveal their card at the same time. The remaining cards will be passed to the left, and then players will get to draw a new card to refill that hand back up to 11 cards. So what's great about this game is you might get a bunch of really crazy concepts or really crazy assets, but you can go back into that main pile and grab some more. But once you've created your an outstanding invention, this is the best part of the game. Then you have a minute to think about it, and you're going to present this to your friends and family.
Think about it or sweat about it. I don't know.
We had a chance to play this with some family members, and we had a blast. We created some of the greatest inventions ever. For instance, my jewel to the Queen Victoria was the catastrophic crab cremating. What was it? Catastrophic crab cremating cougar conveyance.
Oh man, I had one. I can't remember the whole thing, but it had eagles and asparagus in it and blaster. So.
Yeah, it was amazing. So you'll have to present this. So for instance, I talked about horses are no longer necessary to be traveled upon. Cougars are far faster. And we have found if we feed these cougars the burnt remains of crabs, they are just, they run so much faster. They deliver mail. They do all of this great stuff. So you can imagine the hilarity that ensues when you're trying to play this game. Then, after you've done all of your presentation, then players are going to pass out the commendation cards.
Which are numbered 1 and 2. Highly recommended and good effort.
Good effort, yes. Yeah. So then you'll pass those out secretly, and then you're going to go to kind of a scoring round. Now, what's unique about this, where we talked about earlier, the set collection, those different types of assets and those different types of concepts, if you combine those in your invention, so let's say you have 2 animals in your invention, or you have 2 transportive types of concepts, you're going to get bonus points for doing that. In addition, go ahead.
You also get bonus points for if you have the same letters in order. So if they all start with A.
Yeah, alliteration is awarded in this game. So for instance, my crab conveyance cougar cremating was a big hit and won me a lot of points. Then at the end of the final 3 rounds, after you've done 3 rounds of presenting, then you flip over all those commendation cards that you've been awarded by your friends and family. And then you add it up and see who is the greatest inventor. Like I said, we had a chance to play this. It is, right off of the bat, it encourages silliness. It's a ton of fun to play. If you have friends that enjoy games that are party games,
using your imagination.
Yeah, a lot of imagination, but you have to use an accent whenever we do these, and we have to, you have to be a salesman.
You have to play the character.
Absolutely, a lot of role playing is fun in this game. So we can't recommend it enough. And right now they have their Kickstarter where you can actually pledge to get a copy of the game. What we'll do is we'll put a link right here, so you can click this link to pick it up. Right now, a copy of this game is $23. So you can pledge to pick up a copy of Great Scott, the Game of Mad Invention, and become the greatest inventor Queen Victoria has ever seen. Till next time, bye.
See ya.